The Kyalami Grand Prix circuit is gearing up for an explosive flame-spitting racing action at the Indy Oil Race Day. Final round of the Wesbank Super Series on the 26th and 27th of October. It's this Friday and this Saturday. Off-track entertainment at the Indy Oil Race Day includes the Autobahn Preferred Suppliers Expo, car and bike displays, and the Adrenaline Party. And the pits are open to the public, giving all race fans the opportunity to get close to the action and meeting drivers and riders. Entry fee to the circuit is R100 per person or R200 per car. You are limited to 4 adults per car, so you can't jam the whole family in there. What happens if you go in like a big, high-ace taxi?
Well, that would just be wrong.
No.
I reckon that's a car. I think
it's a car.
Yeah.
I think it's very clever.
It's going to end up being like
watch higher sales glow up this weekend. So, children under 12 are free. Tickets can be purchased at CompuTicket or at the entrance of the circuit. It's the Indy Oil Race Day. We'll see you at Kyalami. Great to have him back in the studio. Indy Oil racing driver and Class T champion, pending 1 or 2 protests or whatever. Nathan, great to have you back here, man.
Thanks very much, man. No, there are no more pendings, eh? The pending's all over. It's done now.
So then we can crown you as official champion.
Afraid so.
Thank you
very kindly. Thank you.
Congratulations. Now, Daisy, you were here when Graham was here last.
No, we missed each other.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't think I was here.
Oh, I think it was your birthday weekend.
Party time.
Right.
I like it a lot. Party time.
Gearing up, Greg, we actually, just to let you know, in Joburg, the weather's been a little bit iffy over the last few days. The sun is shining a little bit, but I asked Graham off air, weather prediction for the weekend, you say wet.
Yeah, they tell us that it's going to be slippery and wet all weekend. Doesn't matter. Let's just go out there and have a go.
The great thing about it is when you guys race in Bridgestone production cars, you run in the semi-slicks.
All the time, yeah. We've only got one brand of tyre, which is the Bridgestone semi-slicks. It's the latest, greatest Bridgestone that we can go on a road tyre or a semi-slip road tyre. And yeah, everybody's got it. Yeah. Everybody's in the same boat. We've got the same water, same tyres.
But the great thing about those tyres is they have phenomenal, I mean, in the dry, once they get nice and hot, they're incredible. But in the wet, they're surprisingly efficient.
They are. The newer the better, obviously.
Of course.
But so the grooves are really nice and deep to expel the water from underneath the car. But a great tyre. Hangs on quite well.
Yeah.
Well, it hasn't killed any of us yet, so yeah, it's doing a great job. No, a very good tyre, especially in the dry. It gets very hot, very sticky, and does the work.
Now, talking of tyres, what is the allocation in terms of, is it per race weekend, is it for season?
No, we're allocated 6, well, especially in Class T, we're allocated 6 tyres per race.
6 tyres per race?
6 tyres per race,
okay.
And you can use them as you like. They do, though.
Is it per race or per race weekend?
Well, per event.
Okay, so you've got 3 races to do, though.
Correct.
And you've got 6 tyres.
Correct.
Okay, including quali.
Including qualifying.
Jeez, okay.
So there's quite a bit of work on those tyres, and they work quite hard. But we've got to work out whether or not we're going to run the long races, whether or not we're going to bed them in, scrub them, start straight out on new. Because obviously the newer the tyre, the hotter it gets, and they can't cool down whilst you're racing with them. So if you start doing
I'm driving. You're going slow enough.
Not even you. No. If you start out with a new tyre and it gets hot straight away, it'll obviously only handle so much temperature and so much pressure before it breaks or just fails. And in that doing, you've got to try and juggle which tyres you start out the long races on, the short races, you watch your opponents and have a look what they're doing, and if they go to new rubber and you feel you want the edge and have a go at the qualifying for the third race, you have to go to new rubber. So yeah, it's a bit of a cat and mouse game.
Now listen, looking at Indy Oil as a sponsor for this race day as well, it seems as though they're really putting so much effort into besides sponsoring people like yourself, we had Robin Kruger in here on Friday, which is great to see. We've got Ben Morganroot coming through as well. It seems as though they're really trying their best to get people back to circuit racing. So important.
Very important. Circuit racing at the moment, actually motorsport in general at the moment is under enormous pressure because simply it's expensive. That's just the bottom line. It just costs a lot of money to race these motor cars, and without people like Indy Oil that are committed, the limits are crazy as to their commitment. You know, they just come up with new surprises all the time. They've backed the Indy Oil Racing team this year superbly. We've tried as hard as we possibly can to give them as much coverage as we can. Done also a very good job, but for them to come on board and sponsor the entire day, it just shows, you know, not only commitment, but it shows a little bit of foresight into diversity with regards to advertising. You know, instead of choosing one car or two cars, they've taken the day. Everybody involved is going to have to go through the Indy Oil gates, etc., and they get to see the brand exposure in a massive way.
Yeah, amazing. Listen, a guy you'll know, Lee Phillips. You know, Lee's busy listening to us all the way in Grand Bay, Mauritius.
Jeez.
Okay.
How's the sun there, Roo?
Yeah, he says, doesn't miss SA, but I miss listening to you on the airwaves. That's very kind of you. Very, very nice. So, nice to have Lee. Great guy. And he was a big supporter of circuit racing as well, man. We do miss you, Lee.
Yeah.
Even if you don't miss us.
Yeah. We needed you here to try and steer the
ship, man.
Ship with regards advertising, because he did a great job.
He did.
He went out of his way, always at his own expense, to try and promote either teams, drivers, or in fact motorsport in general, and did a great job. Yes, we do miss you, Lee. So I'm hoping it's raining. I hope you're getting sunburnt.
Yeah.
And the girls on the beach are ugly.
Take that, Lee. The amazing thing, we've got Indy Oils on board, which is really, really terrific. And also just looking at 100 Rand per person to the circuit, 200 Rand per car. If you're on a motorbike, it's basically two of you, it's $50. It's basically 50 Rand. Yeah. Or even 100 Rand for you to go and enjoy a day of, from Bridgestone production cars, Class A and T. You got the bikes, you got the Formula VWs, you got the Polo Cup, you got the modifieds. I mean, a whole day's entertainment for that kind of money. We really need people to be out there. So that's why I'm hoping we don't have rain.
Absolutely. Look, I think at 50 Rand a head, the guys and people out there are going to realize that they can't get better value for the whole day. Everybody's hungry to go back to Kyalami, which is a great thing. We're getting to drive on the track again. It's a superb racetrack. Why we have to have the struggle as to who owns it, where, why, whatever,
I know.
We don't know, but it's happening. They're trying to sort it out. We're going to go back to Kyalami. We're going there in a massive way. The bikes that are going to be riding, the international field.
Exactly. I mean, we've got Quambi's back. Marais will be back.
Greg Keldernace is going to be out again.
Exactly, and also,
even McFadden
as well. I mean, so we've got top notch drivers and riders that are all going to be there. I mean, it's really a day to come and enjoy.
In fact, world class stuff. You know, not that the guys that are here can't.
No, sure.
Hey, if it wasn't for the guys that were here, they wouldn't be over there.
Lee says I miss Grumpy too. Yeah, we all know Lee. And preparation for this weekend, Graham. I mean, the last time we spoke, you said, "Listen, it's balls to the wall. Let's go for it as it is."
In fact, always balls to the wall. My team works endlessly, tirelessly. We were at the dyno again. Stephen Green from RG Motorsport. He does his best work at night. Normally after he's been to Sesco's for 1 or 2 pints, but Stephen does a great job.
He's a genius.
Last night he was grouchy. He didn't get to Sesco, so we had to do the with him tripping over his lip all night. But thanks, Steve.
He's top class as well. Very, very good. Well, Graham, listen, that's terrific. Wish you well. Wish the whole team well, and congratulations on another championship. I mean, it's well deserved.
Yeah, thank you very much. We had a great season. We tucked in when everybody else had problems, and it did well for us. So we're going to go to the last race with the pressure off and see if we can win some races.
Yeah, that's for sure. Graham Nathan. The Kyalami Grand Prix circuit is gearing up for explosive flame-spitting action at the Indy Oil Race Day, final round of the Wesbank Super Series on the 26th and 27th of October. Off-track entertainment at the Indy Oil Race Day includes the Autobahn Preferred Suppliers Expo, car and bike displays, and the Adrenaline Party. The pits are open to the public, giving all race fans an opportunity to get close to the action and meet the drivers and the riders. Entry fee to the circuit is 100 Rand per person, 200 Rand per car. Bikers will pay 100 Rand per bike, and a dedicated bike parking area will be provided. Children under the age of 12 are free Tickets can be purchased at CompuTicket or at the entrance to the circuit. The Indy Oil Race Day. See you at Kyalami. Now, the great news is I have 2 VIP hospitality tickets to give away today. Each ticket is valued at 250 Rand, and the ticket entitles access to the VIP lounge in the center circuit, circuit entry, a lunch, a center circuit parking access, and race day program. A cash bar will be available in the lounge. All you have to do is tell me in which class and which series is Graham Nathan the 2012 champion. Send me a tweet to F1 Sasha, and if you're in the Joburg area or Gauteng area, we will make you a winner. It's that simple. Thanks, Graham. Always good to see you, man. Good luck.
Thanks a lot, eh? Cheers.
GearsOnBulls.co.za with Sasha Martinengo.
He's kept himself out of trouble.
Weekdays from 12 to 2 p.m. Central African Time.